All right, look here. Live in the studio. We're back in town finally. Rodney quit jacking around on his phone. You got Joey and Rodney here. We're down here at the Dixie Doggers compound. Coming to you again.
The dog pound.
Yeah, the dog, not compound, dog pound.
Yes.
So what we're doing, let's go over. We got 2 or 3 different items that we're going to discuss today. But one of the first thing that we're going to do is get out of the way. We're going to go over a calendar of events, some events coming up. We've been trying to do this regular on all our episodes, so that way we can kind of keep everybody in the loop on what's happening in the hog dog world. And if you have an event or you have anything scheduled, whether it be a hunt, a field trial, bay pen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're with it doesn't have to be hog dog related. It can be any type of dog related, as far as hunting dog scenarios. Give us a call, email us, and let us know what date it is and where it's at, and we'll put it on here. So first thing we got coming up, as far as I know, is it's going to be the first leg of the hogbaying.com events. It'll be in Downsville, Louisiana, January 19th through the 22nd. That's going to be I'm really looking forward to this one because last year was kind of our first full year into really competing. So this year's like, okay, now we got to get serious with it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm really excited about that. And you got to go there. Last year was the first time that you went. This fall. So what'd you think about going down there to Jake's down there in Louisiana? It's a good place. I love it. Well, you got plenty of room. I mean, you're not too far from. You mean Logan's Roadhouse wasn't that far? You know what I'm saying? We went up
me
there.
and Carter don't go to the
Well,
together. We'll be all right.
No, it was Logan's. It wasn't Longhorn, was it? No, it's Logan's Roadhouse.
It was Logan's. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my
Shout
God.
out to Logan's Roadhouse.
Yeah, for putting up with us.
We had a great time. I know everybody that was there. They had a great time, whether they wanted to or not. They were forced into it. But I mean, our buddy Jake, he puts on a good show.
Yes, awesome.
And there's the entry fees. You can get online. Go to hogbaying.com, Facebook, any of the social media stuff. It'll have the information on there. There's it'll have however much the 1 dog entry fees, 2 dog, puppy class, old and young. Then you have the the heavyweight and then the 2 dog. Man, I mean it's some and for guys who are just starting out, they have a novice class, and then you can step it up, and then you can go into the pro class. Depending on how your dog is, it's a good thing to have. It's a good hobby. It costs a little bit of money to get going in it, but if you want to compete, I mean, there's money to be made. There's $12,000 added money for the year. I mean, I think there's a 8-hole Old South dog trailer. There's always dog boxes. I mean, and every event's got a lot of money. I mean, it's definitely worth its time. So
if you like hog baying, that's I was the first time I went. I did have a dog in the race.
Well, we carried them. I mean, they're not pro bay dogs; they're woods dogs.
But I'm telling you, I learned a lot.
Yeah, this year I think I'm gonna let you run that OJ dog a lot. Help us with him. He's a good little dog.
You dang right.
Hey, you know what? Some bitch we carried him to the woods. Which I mean, them bay penning guys, they don't hunt their dogs. Well, that son bitch right there don't know how to bay in the woods worth a damn.
Kicks.
That's all he did was kicks. I mean, straight hammer. I'm flying with it.
But that Jay then puts on a awesome.
Mm-hmm. And now they got Jay Bergeron, the rodeo announcer. He's there full time. So you got music.
So
going,
he's full time now.
As far as I know, he's full time.
Hey, he'll keep you going when it gets between when they change hogs and stuff.
The hog swap, yeah,
the hog swap.
It keeps it exciting. And then of course you got some pin help there. That's second to none. I mean, these dudes right here work.
If he gets the same ones he had the last time, or for Uncle Earl's,
them dudes right there, they work.
But
shout out to JD Terry.
Anybody that hog hunts, if you want to go down there and see something like I did, and you have never been to one, that's the key. If you've never been to one, I want to enter my dog. I know how it bays for an hour. It's different. Go down there and watch because you will sit there and be amazed at some of the stuff you see.
Oh yeah, it's great.
You will be plumb amazed.
Now the second one that we got coming up here that I got on this calendar, it'll be now that was January 19th through the 22nd, y'all, Downsville, Louisiana. All right, so this next one will be the Broughton Island Bay. It's in Georgia, February 10th through the 12th. They usually call it the Sweetheart Bay for Valentine's Day in that area, and that time of the year. Never got to go. I'm hoping we get to go this year. If we don't, we want to be involved as much as possible. We want to sponsor some stuff, or we want to be there as best as we can to help and promote it. You got to take care of those who are in this sport. Even the people that aren't supporting you 100%, hey, do what you're supposed to do. Don't worry about what they're doing.
Ain't this one of the first times they put one on in a while?
I think 2 years. You remember when we were at Mark's down there at Hickory Crossing?
I remember them saying something about it when I was asking.
Tadpole
hey,
pin.
Hey, go down there and support them so they can get rocking and rolling again.
Well, I mean, at one time when I first started going, just to hang out, drink cold beer, watch dogs. I don't know. It's probably been 6-7 years ago, or maybe longer. I don't know. But all the way up until just a few years ago, you could go to a damn bay every other weekend. Sometimes it was every weekend. It seemed like I was like, damn, I could. At the time, I couldn't go to all of them. Couldn't afford it.
I hear you.
And it can get expensive. But if you got a good dog and you hit a hole, well, hell, that pays for you to go to the next one. So just keep it rolling. So if you don't get off your ass and go, then we can't keep having the events.
Right.
And we do need new people. We need newcomers to come, especially open-minded individuals.
Open-minded is the key word there.
At Mark's, that was the 30th annual event in Hartwell, Georgia, at Hickory Crossings. Mark's had this thing going for 30 years. I mean, that's
awesome.
That guy right there he's really, man, he's done so much for the sport of what we like to do. And there was a shit ton of new people, a lot of young people, a lot of new faces. So it's growing, and hopefully it's going in the right direction. I mean, as far as I know, that's where it's headed. There's always negativity involved, no matter what. But it doesn't seem like it's quite as bad, overall, because the people that are there, shit, they're just having a good time. They seem to embrace it pretty good. A lot of the Woods guys. And then, this is one that you're gonna like. This will be after that, the next weekend. It'll be the one Mr. Ronnie's putting on. At Woods Dog Hog Hunter Rendezvous.
Yes.
It'll be actual competition. You know about
it. I will be putting in vacation.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to work, but I will be putting in vacation because that is my deal.
Yep, we're going to catch dogs.
It's a cast dog hunt.
Well, they can be any kind of dog, but we're going to
they can be any kind of dog.
It ain't a bay pen.
It's not a bay pen. It's turn your dog loose and go bathe the rascal.
Yeah.
Go find it, bait.
Yeah, you got to find it.
And they're going to have...
I think every couple of runs they're going to take and redo the track.
Yeah, redo the thing. They're going to have judges here and there.
Yeah, they're going to be elevated.
Yeah, elevated so they
have
can
live camera feeds.
Live camera feeds and everything to see what dog, and they're not going to know what dog.
That's right. All the dogs
that is a good thing.
Yep, can't be no
because
buddy
ain't going to be none of that damn. Hey, that's my buddy's dog shit. Yep. It's going to be the real deal.
That's
there
right.
Ain't going to be no. It's going to be if your dog done it, and I may not do worth a crap in it, but I got 2 black.
Oh, them bitches will get
dogs. It's going to be there. I'm saving money already to put them in it. They may not do worth a crap, but that is a bay competition that has been long overdue to me.
Yeah,
since I've been in it, it is different from any other bay competition.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. It's about awesome. Woods dogs too.
It's woods dogs.
Because a lot of bay dogs, you went to Uncle Earl's. A lot of them bay pen dogs, if they don't see that hog come out of that gate, they might not even know the hog's there, because that's the only way they've ever done it. It's not that they're not capable of doing it, but they've never had the opportunity to even try it. So if you just turn him loose, some of them might not go nowhere.
They may not.
But this is where the woods dog side of it comes in.
It's pretty much for the woods dog.
Yeah, and that's what it's called, the woods dog.
And I appreciate Mr. Creek for putting it on.
Yeah.
And it's not, who cares who wins? It was to give the woods hunter a chance to prove that he got a good dog too.
Yeah. Well, and
He
that's,
might not sit there and run up there and bay and not move his head and all
yeah.
like that.
Well, you don't have to be all the perfect stuff.
Right. He can go in there and say, "Look, I found this hog and I'm holding it till you get here."
That's exactly right.
And I
And the judges-
commend him for doing it.
The judges are going to be able to score it on how they see. How should a woods dog work?
Yeah.
Because if a dog, hey, if he's sitting there baying, barking, walk, hammered down for a minute and a half, and he turns and looks for the catch dog, they're not going to dock him for that.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
That's what a woods dog do.
Exactly, because he say, hey, where's my help?
Yeah.
Whereas in the bay pen scenario, the dog has to have full concentration. He's not supposed to turn and look at.
Right. But I can see. But I see the difference.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And that's why I said I think it's going to be very
And
interesting.
like I said, I commend Mr. Creek for doing that.
Yep.
Because people has got wood dogs out there that can bay for hours.
Yeah,
They can
days.
go for long ways to find the hog.
Yep.
And keep it there till you get there.
Mm-hmm.
And that just because they won't bay in a bay pen
Yeah.
and do what they're supposed to do in a bay pen,
Mm-hmm.
that don't mean they ain't the dog.
That's right, and that's the thing. That's a double-edged sword, just like
Yep.
you just said. And the same thing goes for that dog that's in the bay pen. That doesn't mean that he ain't the dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's the
Right.
dog for what the application,
Yes,
what they're doing.
He is a hunting, baying dog.
Yeah, and that's what they're supposed to be doing.
But
you know?
I'm not knocking the
No.
bay pen world by no means, because that's what they do. It's
Yeah.
just going to be different, and it's for the woods hunter that has the dog that does that, and I commend him for that.
Oh, I do too. He's been working on it. And there's guys out there right now that's saying, "Oh man, we've had that idea." Blah blah blah. Everybody has. Hell,
But you didn't do
everybody.
it.
And that's the thing. They're trying. They're throwing a lot of stuff out there to try to figure, and they've got a lot of it figured out. I believe. I think it'll go good, and it's putting forth the effort and not talking about it, but doing it.
Right.
And like I said, we're going to try to support that all we can. Mr. Ronnie, they
I'm sure there's
support
going to
us.
be kinks in it that's got to be worked out.
They'll have to work
There ain't
out the
nothing
kinks.
that's brand new that don't have kinks that got to
Yeah.
be worked out.
No, that's February 17th through the 19th at the Boar's Nest in Tyler, Texas.
Boar's Nest,
Never
never been there.
If you need any information on that, you can contact Ronnie Creek. You can, let's see, he had the whole article on the back page or the back of the cover, inside back cover of the latest Tuskers magazine. You could, and if you can't get a hold of him, you can holler at myself, Ed Barnes, Monica Willis, any of those people, and they can point you in a direction to get in touch with him or give you his number or whatever. Y'all make sure y'all come out and support that. Then we've got the Tulsa Standard Memorial Hunt. Boars and Broads is putting that hunt on. The weigh-in will be in Hartwell, Georgia. That hunt's March 1st through the 5th. It's a tournament style hunt. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be. They got so many people.
Oh my God, they're posting something every day.
Those guys have been on it. They are working their butts off. There'll be so many gifts and door prizes and things to win. Hell, I don't even know if you had to hunt. You know what I'm saying?
I
Just
don't
go
know.
up there and just win some
Just
stuff.
buy a damn ticket.
Exactly. And
I wish we could be in it.
we are going to be there. Promise you that. I'm going to go over there wherever Carter and them's got all their hogs baited out. That's where I'm going.
You dang right.
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call in a fire. See, Ryan's a firefighter.
That's
I
right.
got it planned out. Me and you get over
And
it.
then tell them they got a surprise wrestling match for
Yes,
Carter.
Carter. He'll have to go coach a wrestling match. Not wrestling. It's wrestling.
Wrestling.
A wrestling match. And then we call in the damn fire, and Ryan's got to go. And here we come.
We go get their hogs.
Burning that ass up. And then we'll act like nothing happened.
No.
Carter. But you know what's gonna happen? We'll kill all the shows.
Yeah. You know
Guaranteed. But see, if
that's our
what we need to do is take the pig brig, go over there and catch all the shows, and then we'll just bait up one of the big old boar hogs they got in Georgia, because Alabama ain't got no big hogs like that.
No, not enough. Yeah.
We don't allow big hogs around here. That's stupid.
Yeah.
It'll whoop your
They
dogs.
hurt your dog.
It'll whoop your dog's ass. So.
Dang.
All right, that's our calendar of events as far as I know. If you got any other stuff that's coming up, holler at us, let us know, and we'll make sure that we mention it. So, and all of these all the things that we went over there, you can contact me or Nate or Rodney. One of us can give you some information on it, on the dates and the schedule. So, all right, so got that out of the way. We're going to go into casting dogs today. This is not going to be just talking about one certain, or like talking about the past hunt that we did this week, or
Which
the
was awesome.
or the bay pen that we went to, or nothing. We're going to get back into some information for some of you guys that are out there that's just getting started good, and you got a dog and you want to get it to cast. I'm not an expert on it by no means. Rodney's more of an expert than I am,
And I'm no expert.
and he's no expert, y'all. So, but he has a couple of dogs that will cast. And I mean, like we were talking about it a little while ago. Everybody has their own idea of what a cast dog is, and how far determines whether it's actually even a cast.
Or if you even want to cast it.
Yeah, you might not need one. Depends on where you're at.
Right.
So I mean, Rodney, what we were talking about a little while ago, and we said we was like, damn, we should have been recording all
Yeah, we
this.
should have.
So basically, what we do, let's just go back to that conversation. That you got dogs, and the reason you got them and done them the way you were is why?
Is my area. Where I live, you don't have the population of hogs. So you can either have casting dogs. It don't make a difference if they're plot, hound, cur. I don't care what you got. You can either have a casting dog or you can be walking. Well, I'm not a walker. I used to be.
Not a red bone either.
But no, I ain't a blue
Just-
tick neither.
No, you ain't near that greedy.
No, I used to be, and I used to love it. And when I hunted with Greg and all of them, I enjoyed that. But once my knees, I mean, I'm done.
Yeah.
But luckily, I have casting dogs. I had 4 that I started with, and I trained them to be that way. But up there, it's not. If you're in Texas, or most people that hunt hogs, it's got access to a place that's got abundance of hogs. Where I live, there's not abundance nowhere. People call you and say, "Hey, Rodney, I've got a hog problem,"
And you better get there.
and I got to get there soon.
And them hogs will be gone the next 2 weeks.
2 or 3 days. It's just like opening the refrigerator. I've told this to 100 people. Like I said, this is an opinion.
You ain't got to worry about what
Well,
nobody
I'm just
else
saying,
thinks.
people
Just do
see
what you
things
say.
different. Where I live, you open the refrigerator and you eat everything in there and it's gone.
Yeah.
You got to go to another refrigerator.
That's it.
If a hog comes in, roots, eats all the acorns, eats anything there, and it's gone, that's something going to go eat somewhere.
Yeah, he's got to
So
go.
he's going to leave. So if somebody calls me, I got to go. Well, that hog may not be 200 or 300 yards there. So I had to either walk or develop casting dogs.
Yep.
And that's what I did. I developed a dog that would cast. My dogs would cast. And the way I did it, I finally had to get a lake dog out of the 4 that I had.
Yeah.
And if they didn't follow her and they come back, I put them in the box.
Yeah.
If they didn't want to go with it, then they get slapped on the wrist, so to speak. Eventually, they wanted to go.
You got to take the fun out of it.
Yeah,
for 'em.
take the fun out.
That's their reward, is to go.
The reward is to hunt. Eventually, all 4 of the dogs I had, you turn them loose, and every which way you was walking, they would go. And I've just built from that.
Yeah.
But like I said, it up there, the hogs will not be. They may not be 200 yards. They may be 700 or 800 yards from where you're at, because it was nothing for them to travel up there to eat.
They might be 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah, they may be a long way. So
And that's a big difference. That's where you have to build
yes,
to get a dog. And we're not talking hounds. We're talking a cur style dog.
cur dog, yeah, right.
You know,
Hounds, yeah, you can turn a hound loose and turn him loose, and he may go.
a lot of not all of them, but a lot of them they'll naturally cast on out. But for cur dogs, a lot of them, and it's not every dog, of course. Every dog, everywhere's different.
You got to find the dog.
Exactly.
Every dog
you're
don't do that.
You're gonna go through some dogs, and
I've been
there's,
through them.
there's a lot of people too that'll say, my first couple of dogs, boy, best ones I ever had. You know why? Because you weren't lazy. You got off your ass and you put time into them.
If you don't put time in one, it's not going to be what you want it to be. I don't care who you are. If you want it to be what you want to be, in a period of time, you can tell if it's going to be that.
Oh, yeah.
But if you don't put no time in, it's not going to be that at all.
And then I got to
But then again, it can start off being what you want
it
to be.
can
You
be
ain't spend no time.
Be exactly what you want it to be.
It's the dog, man.
Yep, exactly.
It's the dog.
Look at that little dog I got from JT. That little Matt dog.
Oh, Matt?
He's what I wanted right off the, and he's not what probably 99% of people want. He's nothing.
It's what you
because
want.
what I wanted was a dog I could put with your two dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I could say, okay, because we got the puppies coming up.
Right.
Matt's going to be in the middle. He's more of a me too or I'll help you dog. He will find his own hog. He's found a few already.
He's done that.
And not real close. Like he'll stretch on out.
Yeah, he's stretched out.
Now, he's not a super powerful dog. It just wants to blow it up.
But
yet.
he can be.
But he can be. Depends on what time I put into him.
Right.
But like I said, now I've had a couple of them. What about that little 5-month-old puppy I had?
I hate that dog got killed.
Yeah, he got killed right off the bat. Let me tell you something though. His second hunt, shoot, he was gone 800 yards, sitting down baying. Like the first hunt, you couldn't pour him on a pig. The very first hunt, we carried him out. You could not pour him on top of a pig.
It's what you do with it, man.
You got to show him.
It's what you put it with.
Yep. Well, you remember that night we turned him loose the first 2 times. He went out, come back, put him in a box. Second time we done that, put him in a box. Third time, boom, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
He said, "Hey, I got to go get busy."
Well, I mean,
well,
it's just like a kid.
Yep.
Don't do that. Slap it on the hand.
You got to take
Don't
it
do
out
that.
of it.
Slap it on the hands. Don't do that. Slap it on the hand. Finally, he ain't gonna reach for it.
Yep.
But if he goes out and he comes back, put him in a box. If he comes out, don't come back, put him in a box. If he goes out and goes a little bit further, you let him go.
Yep.
If he comes back, put him in the box. If he goes out and he goes a little bit further, let him go.
That's what it takes.
I mean, that's how. I mean, there's different ways of doing different things, but that. It's just rewarding and penalizing.
Yep.
If they don't go, then you put them in the box. When they hear them bay, God dang it, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I mean,
they have that natural instinct.
You just got to keep doing it. I mean, you got to drop the tailgate.
Which there's a lot of guys, and I'm not going to say it's just young, because most guys my age, first thing they're going to say is, well, all them young guys want to do this. It's not necessarily that. It's a lot of guys, what they want to do, they want that dog to just go do it. They want to kill hogs. I want to get hogs.
It don't happen that way.
If you want to be a dog man, you got to worry about the dog and not the hog. And so after that dog goes out further and further each time, and he's getting to where, hey, he's staying out there with the older dog. First part was getting the older dog, to get them to originally do it.
Right.
That's where all the work comes in. Like we was talking about, that's where everybody's like, man, my first dog was the best one because you put in all that work. And so a lot of these guys, they want it now. Stop worrying about right now. Worry about your dog. Worry about the kind of time that you're going to put in that dog. Worry about spending a few minutes in the yard in the evening with him. I'm guilty of not doing it now near as much, but I'm not the only person doing it. I've got a whole crew, and I'm blessed to have that. It took a lot of years to get here to do that. This wasn't one of the things where I just said, hey, I'm going to do this. I don't know how much money I've got and how much time I've got involved in the hog dogs and just the whole industry part of it. But I can tell you this, I could buy any house up on that damn lake. I know that.
I hear you.
For a fact, with the money I've spent and the time. I could probably build 3 or 4 of them houses. And there's guys out there that's got 5, 6, 10 times more money and time put in their stuff than I've done. And I commend them. So these young guys starting out, guys, don't get frustrated. If you got 2 dogs from this guy over here, and he says, hey, man, there's a good hog dog out there, that guy is either really helping you or he's really ripping you off.
Really ripping you off.
And let me tell you another little secret, and it ain't really a damn secret. If you got that dog from Alabama and you live in Texas, that dog can be phenomenal or not worth a shit in either place.
Either place.
It can be just a mediocre dog here, and out there in Texas or Louisiana or Florida or wherever, it could be just nothing, or it could be holy shit. You don't never know.
You got to figure out what you want.
You got where you're hunting. Yep.
And that's fixing to go there. You got to figure out where you're hunting to what you want.
Yep. So we had to
It's a
come up with
different-
something that
it's a-
works everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's a different scenario. If you hunt everywhere. It's a different scenario. If you hunt in Texas all the time, you don't want an Alabama dog.
No,
No, or let me rephrase that. You don't want a Jasper dog.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
But
the
there's some
Mopolis dog
Yep,
will work
I
in
think it would. I
Texas
think it would.
because it's flat.
Well, you take like them dogs like Rip Eason and them. Shout out to my buddy Rip.
Real piece of-
I mean, even though they're gonna be second place when I get in it,
Of
'cause,
course.
you know. Say we love you, Rip.
Which
But look,
do.
him and them guys down there, they got some good dogs. They run a lot of hound, a lot of plots,
Mm-hmm.
and it worked great. And they put some meat on the ground, big boar hogs, a lot of them. Now, whether they got them in a pen feeding them out or not, I don't know. But I'm just saying, them rascals and those dogs work good for that area. And guess
Yeah.
what? Those dogs would work here
Yes.
if they were trained here and
Yes.
hunted here. They would
Right.
work even better. So like I said, you can't
Your
expect
location is everything on the dog you
geographical location,
need.
and
On
that
the
goes
dog
into
you
the
need.
cast.
Not the dog you want.
But exactly what you need.
It's what you need.
Because I want that rig dog that I ain't got to do
You
a
want
damn
a rig
thing
dog?
with. I can
JT
say, go
loves
get
rig
him.
dog. I love rig dog hunting too
But
because
I don't need it.
have rig dogs.
I don't need it.
I can't have it
No. What-
because I don't hunt that.
when I first
where
started,
I hunt,
you
a
can't
rig
run it.
dog won't do no good.
Exactly.
But
Well,
I love going with him
when we first started
because I
hunting,
like doing
see,
that.
that's where we hunted down there. We had all these roads.
Oh yeah.
We could ride these roads. We could get off. We'd ride buggies and stuff. But now, when I got really first started hunting, we was walking, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted a dog that would go about 400 yards. That's it.
Come check in.
Come back 300 or 400 yards, and
Go
we would
another.
walk up, just do that all, and we caught a ton of
Oh, shit,
pigs,
yeah.
a bunch. But the thing about it is, evolution on the hogs, evolution on myself, and the world. You know, things change, and so
Population of hog hunters.
I got yes. There's more population of hog hunters. Now there's more population of pigs, but
Yes.
they're pressured.
The pressure.
Pigs now, man. Some of these properties you get that ain't never had nothing on them, man. You bait the hell out of hogs.
Oh my god.
Like there, how many times? Like we first started hunting up here. On that shit. Well, look, we dump out. I didn't even know the backside what 800
Yeah,
acres
we didn't
looked like.
even go to the backside.
We hunted
didn't
the
know what it
front
was.
100
Yeah.
acres for a year and a half.
It was the roads growed up.
Yes, we literally hunted the first
For real?
100 acres for a year. Like we would dump, catch a hog. How many times did? I mean, and I know me and Joe Deal would go up there at night quite a few times after we get off work during the summer. I'd be collaring. I'd put a collar on Bella. Hell, Head would have one caught. I mean, we ain't even went nowhere. And, you know, during the summer, you catch a couple hogs that weigh 150, 200 pounds. After 2 or 3 of them, you're like, well, shit, we're going to the house.
Yep.
And we did that all year. So the population was there because there weren't hog hunters in the
No
area.
pressure.
There was a few. There was very few. But now there's a few more.
Yes.
So now those hogs, now that we've been there, and we're hunting them a lot, there's other guys there. It's been 4 or
Mhm.
5 years now. There's other guys there that are shooting some, thermal. They got dogs. They got traps. And, man, I'm telling you what, them hogs, they run now. So the
Yeah,
cast
they
dogs work
runners.
good. We can go down there. We've come up with a good mixture of running the cast dog with a rougher dog. You know, that Midnight Sally and them, they'll get him going. If that son going to stop and take a bait, that's all we do right there. But if he wants to act up,
We'll turn them
we'll
other.
put something on him. Put something on him.
Shut him down.
Well, most of the time, I mean, Midnight or Sally, either one's going to grab them nuts and make him sit down. But if he just keeps wanting to go, then that's when we pour it to him. You know, or if we get in a group, which, you know, we get in groups a lot up there, but it's the evolution of things. You just got to work at it. There's, like I said, this is going out to a lot of the younger guys that are getting started in it. They want to,
For the younger guys, you got to figure out what you want.
not younger guys. I don't mean like
I'm
age.
talking
I mean
about
like
younger hunters.
yeah,
just getting
people
into
just
it.
starting hunting.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, newer hunters.
Yeah, newer hunters. Not really.
You can be newbie at any age.
Right. You can be. You can. My God, I was 40 something when I started. I mean,
What,
think
puberty?
about it. Huh?
Puberty.
Puberty.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
still ain't reached that
Oh,
shit.
good.
But anyway,
The voice
look,
gonna
look at my
change.
face. It's been a month.
Oh my God.
Anyway, what I'm saying is,
He's a
it's
secretion.
from 17 or whatever age you start. You're still a newbie if you're
Yes.
starting.
Don't
okay,
matter what age.
But
it
you
is.
got to figure out what you want, and to figure out what you want, you better know your terrain. You better know your hog population. If you're not leaving your area to go somewhere to hunt all the time, not part of the time, all the time, you better know what you want. If you're hunting in a populated area, a medium to no range dog, and if you want to walk, that's the dog for you.
Yep.
If you're hunting a place like where I live, well, you may not see a hog track, but
Yeah,
when
you
you
gotta
turn
have
them
them all.
loose,
Yeah.
you got them. They got to go somewhere.
A medium dog will be the very bottom.
Yeah, bottom line.
Well, okay.
but
for
but
reference,
they got to go.
for newer people. Range.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Okay, so we get into that. Look here, guys. I've been doing this a long time. This book right here, it validates so many things that I've already done and that I know how to do. Same thing with Rodney and stuff. And there's new things in here that I've read, and I was like, you know what? I thought about trying it like that. And then there's some I was like, hell, I ain't never even thought about that. Y'all check that book out right
For
there.
real.
In Pursuit of Hog Dogs by Ed Barnes. It's a good read. He's got some good hunting stories in there too. I think he's working on one right now about hunt stories, but he goes in on the range part. And for a long time, I told guys, they were talking about their dog not ranging out. I said, well, what kind of range did you set?
Right.
And they're like, we don't set range on dogs. It's like,
You got to.
Yeah, you do.
You got to.
And some people don't realize that they're doing it. So, like we were talking about the walk hunting. If you walk hunt and you take a dog, I don't care if it's a hound or what it is, and all you walk, if you walk 300 yards and come back, go 300 yards, come back, just like casting that dog, every time, that's where he's going to go.
Yes.
If you bring him back at 300 yards, well, you set that range.
You said it.
You know, don't set the range on him.
Some of it's natural to a dog. It's
Yes.
easier to
Yeah.
reel 'em back than it is to make
Oh
them
yeah, I'd rather tone
Right.
him down than to kick him in the
Yeah,
ass and
I'd
get him
rather
going.
tone a dog for going 1,000 yards when you don't want him to go but 500.
Yep. And I've had dogs
I
like
mean,
that.
I'd rather tone him to let him know he better come back
Yep.
if that's what you want.
Well, see, that's like that
Yeah,
dog.
it's got to be what you want.
Well, see, that's like that dog King. We had him forever, 9
Right.
years. Had him ever since his pup. Friend of ours, Jason Leonard, had him. Jason told me, he said, just goes. He wants to get off by himself and just go.
I love him already.
You know, and no, I mean, that is great, except
Yes.
when you're running coyotes.
Ooh,
You don't want that
that
dog.
back.
Yeah, you don't want him by himself
Right.
over here all alone.
That's true.
And seeing we put him out, we started him on hogs, and he went over on coyotes. He was not a bad dog at all. You know that. You hunted with King how many
Yes,
times?
loved
You know.
him.
That was his only downfall, is that he didn't want to pack with other dogs.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was an
Dogs
He's
independent
a
dog.
loner. He's
But
a
we
loner.
did reel him in. It took me almost 2 seasons to get him kind of.
Hey,
Because when I first started
that's what
turning
you
him
was
loose,
saying now at the end there,
yeah,
that dog would come.
he'd go wherever. I'd say, hey, bring him on here. Come on, let's
He
go.
would do that.
But now, when we first cut him loose,
And that's the sad part about the whole thing.
yeah, he was 9 years old, and he was getting better every time you turned him loose.
And then,
He was never a bad dog.
no,
He was never
No.
a bad dog.
but he got to where you wanted him to be.
He was and had been for about 2 to 3 years.
Mhm.
Then, and man, it was like, I said, this can't last forever, and it don't.
That's
So the thing
that's
about
the whole
that-
dog world.
If you're going to be into this, don't get 3 dogs. And I'm not telling you go out and get 40,
No,
but I'm saying don't get 3 dogs and say that's all I've got. That's all I'm going to have. Maybe that's what you need for right then. But always be thinking ahead a little bit.
yes,
Have it to where you can get to another dog. or
You've
something.
got to. You've got
as long
to.
as we've been doing it. We run the rougher dogs, so
Yeah.
we definitely have to keep more dogs all the time.
It took us 2 years to figure
We're
all
bigger
that out
walkers than
too.
you are. We walk a lot more than you
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That's why we have rough
Used
dogs.
to.
Which-
Used to. I'm trying to put a stop to that shit.
Rodney's gonna have it where we just gonna
I'm
helicopter.
gonna put a
in.
shot. I'm gonna put a stop to that shit where y'all gonna sit with me on the tailgate. North Carolina.
We're gonna have to get more beer if we're gonna do that.
North Carolina. No.
Then I might
As
do all
much
the
as me and you bullshit, I believe we can handle it without beer.
I don't know about that.
Well, we throw Nate in there too.
Yeah.
That look,
That
the best hunt we ever been on. One of the best.
Yep.
And in North Carolina
That's
was the
hard.
best hunt I've been on.
That's probably gonna be hard to top.
Now it's gonna be hard to top. And we killed one hog.
By
One
God,
hog, folks.
It's bigger than the bear we
One
ran.
freaking hog.
Hog
Is all
dog.
we killed.
It was a hog.
If we'd have killed 40, it wouldn't have been no better than that one hog we
Nope.
killed. And the people we was with, and the time we spent with those people, and the time we spent running dogs.
Yeah.
That
That's the quality.
it's no way
It's the quality.
that you
The
can
dog
beat
work
what we
was-
did.
Yeah.
It was
Pretty
escalated. You can't get no better.
If our dog's hunting like that every time, I do.
Well,
If our
to do
dogs,
that on
their
this one, we're gonna
dogs,
have to do it on another one.
their dogs.
Another episode.
Hey,
If
that's
we're
what we
gonna do-
went.
Are we gonna do
Let-
it
let
on
me-
this same episode? Or we're gonna do.
I don't
we're
give
gonna
a
do a whole
shit,
video.
Because
on
I'm
that.
fucking talking.
Okay.
I-
He's fucking talking. boy.
I'm fired up. Look.
No, we had a good time.
Look. That.
Look
man,
at that. Look
I
at that.
don't care. I'm going to say it right now. I don't care where he answers or what. Look.
Say it.
Look, I'm going to say it. That was the best hunt and the funnest hunt
It was.
that I can ever imagine being on because of the terrain, the views, the people.
Yeah.
The people we was with made the freaking hunt.
Did you notice something?
And
Here's the biggest thing.
Not
I took
count.
from it.
I was with Joey and Nate, which was fine with me.
But I'm talking about the
But
other
those
folks, yeah.
people there, and the things we did and things we seen,
They're houndsmen.
they're houndsmen.
That's what I'm saying. The biggest thing I took from it, besides
They enjoyed us.
besides the hunt,
Oh my God!
was the way those people. And I don't mean it in a bad way, by no means, but the guys at the store that morning, they were telling Andy and Jacob like, "Hey, we seen a bear over here,
Yeah.
or we seen a hog over here. You don't
we
see that
hunting
shit
with-
here,
We was really hunting with a celebrity.
you know." Yeah,
I mean, he was a celebrity.
exactly.
He'd been hunting since he was 17 years old. He was 72.
Yep.
I did not go. Everybody knows I was the truck guy. Joey and Nate went
That man
and kept up
walked
with him,
us.
and they about killed him.
Yes.
He about killed them. Let me rephrase
Yes.
that. They had to ask him questions to get him to stop, so they catch their breath. This man was a beast in the woods.
Yes.
But and he knew every hill.
You knew every tree.
He knew. I believe he could have. I believe he had every tree name.
Well, there's people
But-
out in North Carolina that already know what
Yeah.
that terrain's like. And I seen that Christian. That shout out to Christian too. Christian Moore, he had a little bulldog up there that was hanging and swinging.
I mean,
But he made a post,
heart.
shared a post, and it was about seeing the bear hunters on the side of the road.
right.
So a lot of people think that it's easy. All you do is ride around and rig hunt.
It's not
It's
that
not.
easy.
Well, those guys that are in the trucks and going from that post that he shared, it's stating that the guys that are in the trucks are usually the guys that their health won't let them get out and walk.
right.
They got bad knees, or they've been doing it for 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
And so they are up there on the radios, and let me tell you how important that is. That is the absolute most important part of it, other than having a good dog. There is, because let me tell you, we cut the dogs loose.
It saves us
They
from
went
much walk.
they went three
Yes,
quarters
it
of a
did.
mile, which it don't seem like it's that far, but three
But
quarters
it's
of a
like
mile.
this or like this.
We went straight out on the point of a ridge, and we dropped down a couple thousand feet.
Jesus
And when we
Christ.
got to the bottom of that swag there, we were in this valley. We hit a creek, and he said, "Well, I mean, and now to keep in mind, if we went back the way we came, it's three quarters of a mile or
shit,
less.
and rough.
But how in the hell you gonna go?
Rough.
It's straight up. So so we had to leave there, go down this creek bed, and go back up this other logging road and get to a forestry service access road, and it was every bit of 2+ miles,
Oh yeah.
dragging a 300+ pound hog. Andy said, "We're not leaving anything in the woods. We're taking it with us."
He was dead set.
And I'm telling you, let me tell you how rough
Yes.
that terrain
Yeah, that's
is.
how I was like,
When we were
Okay.
dragging the hog up the hill, we broke most of his teeth out. And then when we were coming down the hill, Jacob Matheson I made this hog drag, and we were putting it to the test. This man coming downhill, the hog hung up on a tree, and he's straightening out S-hooks. Like literally, it ain't talking about the little Walmart S-hooks.
Beast.
I'm talking about these guys are a different breed. These
That-
are mountain men, for real mountain men.
Beast.
And I mean, like I said, there was Silas. Oh, Silas Lovingood was with us
he's got the
too.
coolest name.
Yeah, Silas.
Hey, I'd love to have the last name Lovingood. Can you
Yeah.
imagine Rodney
Yeah.
Lovingood?
Yes.
I probably wouldn't be in the hog hunting world
His
right
name
now.
is Silas Lovingood.
I'm telling you, I would not be. It'd be.
Then
I'd be
Christian
in a
Marr,
different
Jacob
world.
Matheson, and Andy Strickland. If any of you people out
May
there
have
know
to have
those
a.
guys,
I may have to have an
where they got Andy
extension.
Strickland? I'm sorry, Andy Blankenship. I know who it is. It's somebody I was talking to this morning. Anyway, Mr. Andy Blankenship, he's as far as I can tell, he's like a legend in that area. Because, like we were
There ain't
talking
no
about
doubt.
the other hunters, like their dogs came up there with us.
They knew him.
Well, me and Andy was going around to go get the truck. Like we were talking about how important that is. After that 3-mile walk, we're on the radio and we say, "Hey, Rodney, come around to this place and pick us up." Without that, we would have had to walk. Oh my
Right.
God, there's no way I could have walked that out. It would have been 10 miles. Yeah, exactly.
I'm scared of heights.
Yep. And let me tell you, you better have 4-wheel drive. Where Mr.
Oh, if you got a 4-wheel drive, you're screwed.
Mr. Andy
Or at least
lives.
an annual.
Yeah, Mr.
At
Andy
least.
lives. He lives at the top of the hill.
Dude, he has got
God,
a
it's so
cabin.
beautiful.
We drove 20 minutes. All right,
Straight uphill.
I'm taking over. We drove 15 to 20 minutes.
Loving this.
Just like that.
Went
Went over a mountain. My butt was drawn up. You couldn't drive a 20-penny nail up it. We got to
He
his
loved it.
cabin.
He tried it.
Huh?
I'm listening.
Well,
What are you saying?
well,
You don't went to
if
the
you're
cabin.
listening, you ain't talking. Anyway, we went into his cabin. Beautiful cabin. This
It is.
man hauled his stuff in
On a
on
pickup.
his short bed diesel.
Yeah, 7.3s.
Pickup.
7.3s. Remember? That's what.
What's 7.3s mean?
That's the size engine. It's the diesel 7.3. No, I'm serious. That's what Jacob kept saying. He's like, wait, all of them was drug in on 7.3.
Hey, and them people were crazy.
And me and you both was like, what the hell? What are you
Them
talking
people were
about?
crazy.
Yes.
Because they drive up there. Look, you go around a curve. And
You
it's
kiss your own ass.
That's exactly right. It's a kiss you ass curve.
Yes.
You can literally turn around and kiss your ass. It's so sharp. And it's not pavement.
Because we got 5 minutes left.
And
Anyway.
it's gravel. And you're sitting there thinking, well, I'm scared of heights. So naturally, I'm scared shitless.
Yeah.
And these guys are driving. They don't even care. I went around it. And they made me come out
He was
and
by
go
himself too.
by myself, scared to death.
He's like, honestly, I just really don't want to.
Yeah,
Mr.
I
Andy.
told him, they
got
said,
on the
hey,
radio.
drive
I
my
said,
truck
no.
out. I said, look, man, I'm going to be, I told him, I said, honestly,
Yeah.
I really don't want to do that. And Joey says, hey, get your ass in that car and in that truck and you drive out of there. I've drove this dog. I drove this home already 2 miles and your dog's made it. You better come over here and get me. So
Yeah.
I figured I felt bad. So I drove out.
Yeah.
Oh, but
that's-
I'm telling you, shout out to all them
look,
boys.
I'd
God
go
almighty.
back today.
You damn right. I'd leave tonight.
Yes.
I'm telling
ain't
you.
no doubt.
If we didn't get on nothing, dude,
Just to
I'd
hang
go
out.
back
Just to go
because
hang out.
Mr. Andy is 17 years old. He's
It's a
done
man.
had a balloon thing done to his heart. He cleans his arteries out. And they ain't a man. I'd put my paycheck on somebody keeping up with him.
It won't be many.
I put my paycheck on somebody keeping up with him.
That's it.
If Joey Wright and Nathan can't keep up with him, I'll put my paycheck on.
Oh, I thought I was gonna wear him out, and I found out real
Shit.
damn quick. I was like, bullshit.
But
I
the
told him,
man,
I said,
but
I
the
saw
man.
Yeah, I was asking questions, and he was like,
Oh well,
I know he kept looking.
You was asking questions to get him to
Yeah, so he
stop.
stopped. Yeah, I was like, God dang.
I love that man.
Well, when we got to the end of the road, I was like, well, we're here. He's like, we're going up there. Then
I
we
tell
got
you
to the
what.
top of the mountain, and there was a mountain on top of that one.
Oh no shit.
He said, that's why they call it the Great Smokers.
No kidding.
Because he's standing up above the clouds. I was like, oh my, but let me tell you something. When you stand there and you turn around and look,
It's beautiful.
if that don't make
Oh
you
my
quiver,
God.
you ain't live, boys.
I want to tell you something on Mr. Andy. Acknowledgement of the area
Yes,
and bear hunting is unreal.
he knows it.
And I tell you something else. If he called me or you, come up there and do something right now.
Oh shit.
Ah, shit, man. If I didn't have the money, I'd take the loan out to go up there.
Yep.
That's how kind of a guy he is.
All right, we had to take a pause for the calls. We had to charge a little battery on the camera.
And
We were-
Rodney.
And Rodney, we had to recharge him, and now we have finished off that other glass bottle down there, and we're having a good time. We've settled in, but it's the end. We touched on a lot of subjects. not human subjects, but topics. We went over our hunt in North Carolina, all the shit that's coming up. We had we talked about the cast dogs with Rodney, and the way he got his dogs to cast. We went over Ed Barnes' book. Make sure you check that out. Go back to the beginning of it, and remember, listen to all the things that we talked about, all the events. Make sure that you try to support it. Man, these people work their ass off to bring you things that we enjoy to do as dog men and dog women. So let's make sure that we support them.
Yeah.
All right. Now I had one thing I wanted to got Joey here to finish this out on. It was about a catch dog.
Okay.
Some people had a topic, and the dog was catching I think he was catching on the rear, just wherever, young dog, 9-10 months old, AAA kennels. And this was earlier today. This is the day after Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Hanukkah,
Yes.
Kwanzaa, all those good things. So as far as getting a dog to catch on the ear, having an ear dog is a great thing. It depends on your scenario. It doesn't have to be an ear dog for me personally, but I don't use an actual walk-in catch dog hardly at all. I use them sometimes as an anchor dog. We got a bull terrier that we got a young one now that we just started working with, but I do like them to catch up on high on the head or on the jaw. So if you got a dog that keeps wanting to catch on the ass, like you were talking about earlier, Rodney, about taking the dog once it went out and then it would come back, put him in the box. All right. Well, if you got a dog and you turn him on a hog and he catches on the leg, back leg, pull him off that leg, lead him up to the ear, let him catch that ear. If he doesn't do that, put him up.
Put him up.
All right. Then do it again. Keep doing that. Repetition is your friend. Patience is the best virtue you can have.
The main thing is work your dog.
Exactly. 100%.
If you don't want it to do that,
You got to make it.
work your dog.
Well, you don't even have to make it. You just guide it.
It ain't the making it.
You guide it to what you want.
It's letting him know what he's got to do.
That's right. And so if you take and you let him swing on that ear, and then when he grabs that ear, hey, let him do
let
it.
him loose.
Let him do it. Let him just sit there and wear it out.
there till the damn hunt's over.
That's it. And then, pet him up, tell him he done a good job.
Yes.
Just keep doing that. And that will help a lot. Now, I'm not saying that that's the only way to do it, but that's how I know to do it.
That's the only way I know.
And I think there's a lot of guys that do that.
Yes.
For real. I mean, they, use a
I
lead
don't know what else he can do.
Yeah, I mean, if you need a good lead, DixieDoggers.com, we got you. Shameless plug there, guys. But no, seriously, we have some leads and we make check cords. We'll make 15-footer, 20-footer, whatever. But it will help you where you can stand back, move your dog up, or hold him back. You can let it go, whatever you need to do with it. That will help you immensely as far as guiding your dog where
If you turn him loose the next time and he don't do what you want him to do,
put him back up.
Put him back up.
Yep.
Put him on the leash.
And
hold him.
If you got another dog there that can do it and knows how to do it, put him back, let him see it.
Yes, sir.
Let him see all the fun
Yes,
that they're
sir.
having.
Denying is the better form.
Denying is the best form.
Yep. Especially with bulldogs.
That is an opinion.
Bulldogs.
That is an opinion.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's gospel. It's just what we do.
That's right.
I agree with that 100%.
That's an opinion.
Like I said, with bulldogs, and I use the term bulldogs very loosely, that's a huge array of dogs, of mollusser type dogs. I was predominantly all game stock for years.
You was a game stock.
And so I could put a dog on a chain spot and walk by him and not pet it. And that did more damage to that dog than taking him and giving him a spanking or shocking him or whatever. I could just deny that affection and that attention. They're attention hogs. They're cravers. They want that personal attention. So when you do that, and he does what you want him to do, let him know how much you like him.
It don't make a difference if it is that kind of dog.
Exactly.
Whatever dog it is, if he does what you want him to do, you let him know.
There's people out there that's got tons of different catch dogs.
Let him know.
All types of breeds.
Catch dog,
it'll work.
bay dog, it don't make a difference.
It's all the same process. We were talking about the process before. I think me and Pat Loon was talking about the process a couple days ago. It's a process to anything that you do. To get an end result that's successful, you have to stick with a process.
Let's go with that.
And that process,
opinion.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. And the process might work for you. and it might not work for the next guy.
Might
But as
not.
long as the end result is the same, that's
Then
what
you
you're
won.
after. Exactly. So, with that being said, we're gonna cut it off. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. We have literally. Look, I wrote down some names this time, so that way I know not to be such a jerk. You know, we want to
Jerk.
thank the AHTA, Argo Processing, Showtime
Yeah.
Premium Dog Foods, Land Farms, Pig Breed,
Yes.
Laser to Leather, Spurs Big Fix, Tuskers Magazine,
Yes.
Ed Barnes Knives, Boars and Broads, Texas Tusk,
Yes.
Crockett Taxidermy and Processing, HogBaying.com, Mud Creek Bay, El Perro Loco, Hickory Crossing Bay Pen. Let's see, Broughton Island, Mr. Ronnie Creek and his events,
Yes.
the Tulsa Standard Hunt. There's Garmin, Old South Dog Boxes, Dan's Hunting Products. I mean, we can go look, dude. I mean,
Dixie
and I've got more,
Doggers.
you know. Which, thank you, Rodney.
If
We
you need
appreciate that.
something, Texas.
Yeah, all you gotta do is holler at us. We'll take
Holler
care
at
of
us.
it. So,
If we ain't got it here, we'll get it for you.
we'll have it. There ain't no doubt. So, until next time, make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button, and show us how much that that you're involved with what we're doing.
Right.
We appreciate you guys. We'll see y'all. Thanks.